Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Malty Monday. We're going to be looking at the English Porter. So, thank you all for being here. Let's go ahead and talk about who we have on our panel right now. I will leave a link in the chat as well for anybody that has an English Porter that wants to pop up on panel. Right now, we have Jim Eagle. Who's also Louisiana Beer Reviews from Ontario. Alex, the Beer Master. Miscellaneous Brew Reviews.
Cheers, everyone.
Last Beer, Josh.
Cheers.
And Michael Kormaroff, Stout King.
Hello.
But it's a porter.
Is it a porter or stout? Or maybe not.
No.
But a stout's not always a porter.
Porters.
That's true.
So, cheers to the chat. We're going to boom in chat tonight. Brandon. Hello, everybody. There are 6 people watching. Before we get on with showing what we're bringing tonight, to let me just go through the BJCP. Oh, there's Marion the Butch. Cheers. BJCP says this is 13C. If you guys are interested, should have been doing that all along. English Porter, simply called porter in Britain. The name English Porter is used to differentiate it from other porters described in these guidelines. Overall impressions: a moderate strength brown beer with a restrained roasty character and bitterness, may have a range of roasted flavors, generally without burnt qualities, and often has a chocolate caramel malty profile. Comments on this style. Description describes the modern version of English Porter, not every possible variation over time in every region where it existed. I'm sure I read that right. It didn't sound right coming out. Historical recreations should be entered in the historical style category with an appropriate description describing the profile of the beer. Modern craft examples in the UK are bigger and hoppier. History. Originating in London around 300 years ago, porter evolved from earlier sweet brown beer popular at the time. Evolved many times with various technological and ingredient developments and consumer preferences driving these changes. Became a highly popular, widely exported style in the 1800s before declining around World War I and disappearing in the 1950s. It was reintroduced in the mid-1970s with the start of the craft beer era. The name is said to have been derived from its popularity with the London working class performing various load-carrying tasks of the day, parent of various regional interpretations over time, and the predecessor to all stouts, which were originally called stout porters. There is no historic connection to the relationship between mild and porter. Sweet.
So there was called stout porters. That's cool.
Yes. All right, we got the chat rolling now. So cheers to Tommy Carroll, Mary Butch, Thrash Metal, hello, and Beer Man. Cheers. Got your package, by the way, Beer Man, just so you know. And Bart Robinson. Cheers. Thank you, guys. Let's go ahead and
Eric's in the basement. Eric.
Oh, Eric's in the basement. I thought I heard a boop. Boop beep bop. Cheers, Eric, who's also on panel. And let me
one of these again.
Oh no!
I'm guessing this is what 6 out of 7 people have.
Hopefully, I don't know if that link will work with the MM in front of it, but whatever. Link's there if you want to try to join up in the chat. Let's go ahead and we're bringing in Jim Eagle.
Jim Eagle. Hello, Jim.
I tell you what. This is Fuller's London Porter.
Nice.
And it says 5.4% alcohol, and it is using pale, crystal, brown, and chocolate barley malts, and they're using Fuggles hops. And of course, yeast and water. Now, This company's been around since the 1840s, and they loved beer so much that they sold their whole company to Asahi Beer of Japan. And I bet y'all don't know that the United Kingdom and Japan made a military alliance in 1902, which didn't really pan out as evidenced by the events of 1941. But anyway,
Just a little.
Jesse, thank you for inviting me to this hangout. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. You're always invited.
As a point of reference,
Always out.
As a point of reference, I paid $2.49 for this bottle. 11.2 ounces. Not happy with that. I'd rather it would be 12 ounces. But what do I know for England? Now, that is a pretty dark beer at this evening hour, is it not? But it's ruby. You can see the ruby. Now, you can't see the light shining through it. I can, but it's ruby with the light from outside shining through it. Like a ruby brown. The head is kind of soapy. All right. Man, their ESB is good. I'm going to say that. That's 5. Huh?
I said indeed.
Agreed.
Yeah, you're right. 5.9. Don't bring ESB to a stout Sunday. But anyway, man. It's got a good date on it too, by the way. It's got some kind of raisin notes. It's really strange. I don't know why I would have raisin. Now they're saying rich and dark and complex. Okay. They've changed the bottle enough times over the years. The bottle design. Yeah, there's some kind of raisin. Oh. There's something else, but I can't pin it down. I'm trying to think brown sugar, but I know it's not brown sugar. All right, let's go with the taste. Cheers to you all.
Cheers.
Cheers, Jim.
Dude.
You must be thinking of molasses.
No, I was thinking of Mo Howard. Right.
Mo.
Man, this thing tastes a lot different than other porters I've had. And I've had a lot. But not too many. It has an interesting roasted character, but I don't know if that's roasted or toasted. But you can definitely tell that the malts were given some kind of like oven treatment, like really relatively intense. Oh, maybe it's some kind of walnut. I don't know. It is complex. They got me. Y'all got me, fellas. Go with the body. So it's got brown bread crust for sure. Bitterness isn't too intense. It's there. There's hop bitterness. There's no doubt. I don't think porters were like this in 1845. I think they spruced it up. They craft beerized it. I'm cool with that. It's a low medium body. It's really not a high. It's thin body weight. It's a porter. The finish is mostly dry. Man, you could really get next to this thing. You could drink a bunch of them. I mean, you regret it later, but you could really enjoy it. You could spend a lot of time on it, like get next to it and sort of like commune with it. It's good. It's great. I see why Asahi wanted to buy them out, because their quality control is fabulous from London, England. Oh, Oh, what a great beer. And 2 years ago, they sent me the ESB, and then they were out of date. So the company was mortified. They were like, oh, they sent us some more stuff, but they couldn't believe it. But anyway, man, compared to other, I can't say it's like better than other porters, because porters, they're all kind of different. You run across some dogs, but not too much, because most people don't really produce porters. But I think it's a neglected style. It should be respected. I love it. I think it's fabulous. I love the creamy nature of it. It has a cream-like quality also. Oh, man, this thing is like Jim Eagle.
Rare.
What
Jim
is Jim
Eagle? Jim Eagle to the rescue. All right, no, all kidding aside. I think it's fabulous. I'm going to give it a high score. I'm going to give it a oh man, that raisin. That's the key right there. That dark raisin, that's the key. I'm going to give it a I think I'm going to go with a 95. It might be going. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. This thing is dynamite. $2.49 a bottle. Get it cheaper if you get a 6-pack. This thing is a winner all the way. Y'all have some fabulous products coming up with the Samuel Smith's thing that they call that, and yeah, Taddy Porter. That's a great one too. That's a luxurious product. So anyway, a real winner. As far as promos, tomorrow morning, I got 2 products going head to head. I got Albertson's Canadian blended whiskey at dawn. Busta's introduced in 1939. Well, at least the company Albertsons was. I don't know about the whiskey, but I got it so cheap, it's ridiculous. And then I have Crown Royal Black. Why it's got to be black? And this is a much more expensive product. Is it going to win? Yeah, obviously, but yeah, but is it going to justify the $27.90 price? That's the question. So anyway, all right, Jesse, enough banter from me. Y'all go on. I'm going to watch the replay as I always do and make comments. So
Yes.
guess I'm starting to fade out. Can't help it.
Bye.
Cheers, Jim
Bye.
Eagle. Fly far, far away. Thank you for showing up. Chick guest. Don't ban guest.
Still has
I've
departed.
always got to be like, which one am I in? I want to thank Ron Terra for being on tonight. Now, let's go ahead and showcase our beers. Alex.
All right. Well, I got the Todd Porter Old Brewery Samuel Smith Porter. So I'm looking forward to trying it. It's the first time I ever actually had this particular beer of this porter. Anyway, so let's give it a shot. I heard, according to Ron, it's pretty good too. So let's.
I vouch for that. Yeah, good beer.
I like these Samuel Smith beers so far. Don't have to be all fancy though.
Yeah, well, I don't know of it. Yeah.
It smells good. All right, let's see it. Pour this up, shall we?
Ooh.
Well, that's what it looks like. It looks like a stout porter or whatever it is, and all that
Nice.
stuff. So I guess next time around, I give you the smell and the taste and all that. Good
That's
stuff.
right.
Legendary.
Yes.
All right.
You're starting to become like a scientist mixologist, the way that you pour now.
Thank you, my friend.
Now you want to imitate the Alex Porter. Oh,
I do sometimes, just to have all my YouTube friends ball busting because it's fun.
right.
Right. So yeah, I've got the Fuller's London Porter, 5.4. Ontario told you guys all the rest, so let's just go ahead and pour it up.
I'm gonna look for that. Try that. Fillers.
I don't know, like he said, I was really impressed with their ESB, so I figured why not? That Taddy Porter on Beer Advocate only had a it was 93, and I think this was scored a 92. So, yeah. Yeah, it's got a nice, it's dark. I do see the ruby hue, fairly opaque. Yeah, head's a little bit silky, but it's already leaving some lacing. So, yeah, slightly off white, but yeah, almost a finger, not a full finger. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's miscellaneous. And get this guy.
All right, well, let's keep it going. So, same
More Taddy Porter.
something new.
See a lot of that. Didn't
I'm going to end with Teddy Porter anyway, so continue.
Was that the last one in the store, Josh?
Yeah, that was the last one.
I don't want to see any more of those showing up on my channel tonight.
Sorry. Hey.
So, nice little beige type head, 2-finger head there. Nice bubbles up top. Dark brown in color. So, yeah. Give my tasting and all that stuff on the next go around. So, I'm sure you guys will hear a lot about this beer tonight. So, cheers. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, Josh. Thanks.
Guess what? More Taddy Porter.
Oh my gosh.
Almost a clean sweep. Almost.
Something tells me it's going to look similar to Alex and Josh's, but we will pour it up anyway and see what it does look like in the glass. Let's see. Okay, the head is coming up. Not quite an Alex pour, although a little bit of a head on the top. Very dark brown. Can't really see through it, but maybe a little ruby on the top or in the middle. But I'll be back when we come back around. Maybe Eric will have something different.
Hell no, I don't. Bantering away. If you didn't hear me bantering away, yeah, we're gonna go to Tadcaster, England. No one's mentioned that yet. Tadcaster, England. Go. And I'm being sacrilegious here and putting it in a Guinness glass because don't the English and the Irish get along? What are they saying, this bad boy? They're using the original well that was sunk in 1758, and it's still in use making said beer. Yeah, it looks real great in the glass there. You got your, I guess, almost 3 fingers there. And if you're looking in some light, tons of that ruby red, almost kind of Coca-Cola body style to its look. And that is a thick, frothy head. So, nice appearance. Nice look so far. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you, Eric.
Thank you all.
All right. I am bringing something different than everybody. So, from Henniker Brewing Company, they're out of Henniker, New Hampshire. I have the Working Man's Porter. Comes in at 5.2% ABV. There's a little write-up on the back here. It says, brewed in the tradition of England's Industrial Revolution, an age of rough-handed factory workers, a time before the weekend existed. Drinkable and velvety smooth, this porter's body is built with complex English brown, black, and pale chocolate malts and refined by Bramling Cross hops. Notes of coffee and baker's chocolate throughout. Pairs well with a thick steak, shepherd's pie, and sitting down after a long day.
Damn straight.
Everybody's sitting down tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Long day.
I think so.
He thinks he is sitting down.
I think so, yeah.
All right. So it's got a head. It's got bubbles. Kind of got a khaki color to it. The head, that is. The color of the beer itself, well, it's kind of got some reddish coloration down through the bottom, some amber-esque colors. So yeah, a pretty deep brown, I would say. Cheers. And
Cheers.
let's go back to Alex, the Beer Master, for his overall.
All right. Cheers. Let me see here.
Teddy Porter.
First thing you smell is like a raisin finity, kind of sweet smell, dark raisin. Smells a little sweet. So looking forward to trying it. So, and it's nice and dark. The head is still there. It's died down a little bit into a milky, smooth liquid. Looks pretty darn good. So I don't know what the ABV is on this.
5%.
I don't know. Oh, great. Casey's calling me.
Would you like me to skip around, Alex?
Hey, Casey.
All right, mute yourself though. I'll mute you.
Or you can mute him.
There
Yeah.
you go. All right,
There you go.
it's your turn, Miss Lance.
All right. Well, shit. I didn't even get to take my notes. All right.
Go on, go ahead.
You don't want to hear about Teddy Porter again.
Yeah, so for the Fullers, the London Porter. All right, so poured up. The head was pretty good, little good retention. I get a slight chocolate note, followed by like sweet brown bread. It's definitely like toasted malts. It's not. I wouldn't call it roasty by any means. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's got some pretty good lacing there. Let's see. It's fairly opaque, but I mean, yeah, there you go. Pretty effervescent.
Yeah, pretty carbonation.
But yeah, not too shabby. So going for a sip. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Mr. Holmes.
Cheers.
So now I'm thinking I think it's a light body beer. It's pushing towards medium. I wouldn't say it's over that hump exactly, but it's right there. It does have a really smooth mouthfeel. It's rich and creamy. As effervescent as that was, it seems to, like, on the palate, it has a low carbonation. I do pick up chocolates. I get that brown bread. I'm trying to find that raisin. Maybe slightly on the nose, but I'm really not. Maybe a little. Maybe. Yeah. I get a very, very, very mild to slight bitterness at the end. Mild, moderate bitter, dry finish, but not like completely dry. You know what I mean? So not bad. I got a 4-pack of these. I'm gonna go get another one right now.
You know, 4-pack.
You're going to the store and buying another 4-pack?
No, they're in the fridge.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of times they just sell them as singles.
Or I got a pack of them. It was like $9.99, I think, or $8.99.
for a 4-pack? That's not
Yeah.
bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. So yeah, there it is. All its glory is gone. I'll go get more. Cheers.
Beautiful.
Cheers.
All right, thanks, Miss Lance. Cheers.
The first review of one of many Saint beers tonight, but as you can see, the head kind of died down a little bit on this guy. Still fairly creamy head on this guy. Some nice lacing, swirl it around a little bit. Going for the nose. Get those malts, get some nuttiness, maybe like a brown bread, get some slight sweetness to it, like a dark chocolate. Pulling out, mostly malty. A little bit of hoppiness, but mostly all malts. Like I said, nuts. Picking out a little bit of dark fruit, maybe some figs or something on the back end, but Yeah, it smells good. So let's go in for a taste. Cheers.
Cheers, Josh.
Cheers.
So yeah, you get the maltiness right up front. You get a lot of that nuttiness. You get this a bitter chocolate. There's definitely some sweetness to it. Has a creaminess to it on the back end. Mouthfeel is fairly light on this guy, 5%, definitely. But it's not watery or anything like that. You still do get that creaminess out of it. But I'm pulling out maybe some dark fruits, like I was saying earlier from the smell. Maybe a little bit of some raisin. You get that bitter chocolate, the nuttiness. Definitely get the malts. Maybe a slight hint of some hoppiness, but not too much. The maltiness kind of overpowers that. But good mouthfeel for it. Like I said, you definitely get the creaminess to it. It's not watered down whatsoever. It's kind of maybe going on a little bit of medium mouthfeel on this one, but more on the lighter end. But yeah, this one's good. This is actually the first time I've had this beer too. So,
Wow.
5%. I can see why it gets great ratings for these. It's definitely a crusher for sure. You know, the flavor and the aromas off this guy is really good. I really like it. Like I said, you still get that creaminess, still being light bodied. You get that nuttiness, roastiness. Those dark fruits, a little bit dark chocolate. So yeah, this one's good. I'm gonna keep sipping on this guy and come back with a score. But yeah, cheers, BuMpY. Cheers to the chat. Cheers to the panel. You guys rock. So,
All right. Cheers, Josh. Thank you for sharing your first experience with the Tatty Porter.
cheers.
More Tatty Porter most of the time.
Most of the time, right?
Yep.
Right. Anyway, so the head did mellow down a little bit. Now it's more just like a top kind of thin coated head, but you're getting good head retention and good lacing on the top. And I've been sipping on it. Let me get a nose for you. The nose is like Josh described it. You're getting dark chocolate out of it. A little bit of the dark fruit. You can get the sweetness in it, the breadiness. It actually has a very nice nose. Let me get a taste.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, everybody. The taste follows the nose. You're able to get, it's actually very complex. You're able to get the sweetness and the maltiness and the dark fruits in it. The raisin kind of feel it's light though, but it's there. It's creamy. And like Josh said, it's not watery. And the taste is actually very strong in that it keeps coming back. It's a lasting taste.
Oh,
And for 5%, it's actually, there's a kind of a substance to it, but I would say it's in between the light and medium as far as the mouthfeel goes. And I've had other Samuel Smith beers before. Actually, we did the oatmeal stout. I did the oatmeal stout last week, and they're good to really good. I mean, they're excellent beers. They make a really good chocolate stout as well. So I'm fond of this, and I'll keep drinking. And I'm also interested in Eric and Alex's take when Alex does come back from his important call.
Shit was dire, man.
All right. Well, cheers, Michael.
It was a vital call, but we understand.
yes, definitely.
The show must go on.
Yeah, gonna have a little Teddy Porter again. You know, there you go. So let's see here. Aroma wise, let's see here. To me, there's some kind of a dark chocolate, almost bordering a fudginess, but I wouldn't really say that it's that extremely sweet, but yeah, there's some sweetness mixed in with that too. The brown bread is there. I'm agreeing with Alex 120%. There's something raisin. One could say fig, one could say plum, but raisin rings a bell to me. Some graininess. Not much of that. Definitely just maybe even like a very lightly roasted coffee style aroma. But I would say overall there is sweetness, but it's pretty clean for the most part. I'm thinking I'm detecting, and I have been drinking this, so I do have an idea, but I'm thinking I am detecting the well water, like that mineral composition from the actual well that they're still using to brew their beer. So let's give that a try again. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Eric.
Yeah. So that's going to be one of the newer things I bring to Teddy Porter examination here, is that I'm definitely getting a minerally kind of composition from that well water. If I didn't know it was well water, I would just call it that mineral composition. So to me, that's like kind of what stands out, right away. It's a little sharp, but it's not disgusting at all. Nope, not foul flavored with that mineral. Next is that sort of fudgy, borderlining fudgy dark chocolate. You get brown bread. You're getting something that's reminding me of the earthier kind of grassy hops, just a little bit to balance out some of your bitterness. There is, I'm going to go with Michael. I am getting kind of a lingering flavor. It's not cloyingly sweet. There's none of that going on, but I'm getting like this aftertaste of roasty kind of malts, that brown bread roasty kind of malt mixed with some of that really lightly roasted coffee flavor there. Body is, you could call it medium. I think I'm going to do that, but it's on the very low side of medium. It is crisp with very nice fine bubbles. So it goes down extremely smooth. It is fairly clean, like I say. It's fairly clean for what it is. And yeah, this is super refreshing. The more you swirl the head, the more the head generates again, but head's lasting pretty good. I guess it's nice lacing for the style. I'm pretty satisfied. Yeah, cheers. Little simple porter, but it's got a lot of character. Cheers.
Thank you, Eric. And Alex, you ready?
Teddy Porter.
Yes.
No more phone calls?
No, I'm sorry. My friend called me yesterday. I called him yesterday, and he said he'd call me back. And next thing you know, he forgot. So
Next thing you know.
That's fine, Al.
Sometimes,
beer time.
yeah, it's time for beer.
Your time.
So, what I just started with smells like fig and all that good stuff, raisin, chocolate, stuff. So let's taste this, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers. Al.
Cheers.
Crush you.
Right, a little bit creamy too. Very, a little bit of like has that taste, the same taste as the smell. A little bit of dryness. Has a lot of somewhat creaminess too, I think. A little bit of a mouthfeel, a light mouthfeel. Yeah, that raisin goes really smooth on the tongue. I mean, it tastes so good. I mean, very good. Yeah, that has a great sweetness to it. I'm gonna like this beer. I really am. Good thing I got a 4-pack.
Ooh.
Wow.
Good thing I got a 4-pack of this.
The value is good for the stainless
Yeah,
You
steel.
must
that's
listen to
good.
Miscellaneous.
I must have.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna probably give us a high rate. Is it gonna be 100? Probably not. I will tell you, it might be in the 90s.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Alex, you always keep us guessing. So
I sure do. Yeah, I know. I know. The one time I kept going back and forth. Oh, I'm gonna change it to this. I'm gonna change it to that. It's just so funny. I tell you. Cheers, and I will let you know on the next rating. And
Here's
stuff like that.
Alex.
Bam.
Cheers.
I do have
Thank
some
you,
shout
Alex.
outs next round and stuff like that.
Cheers.
Everybody does, obviously, but
Yeah.
The only one that got the well water taste out of it. All right.
well water. Let me make sure.
Minerally.
Well, water. It's good water.
I don't want to say it's like sucking on a copper penny, but you ever do that?
No,
Makes
this
you feel
doesn't
healthy.
taste like. I mean, obviously, I think the beer is delish because of the well water. That is for sure.
It's unique to the brewery.
Yes. All right, go ahead, Bumpy. Sorry about that.
So the working man's porter has aromas of. There was a big chocolate note. That was the first thing I noticed when I first poured it. That was a while back, but pretty big chocolate note. Mid-sweet chocolate. Little bit of a roast in there as well. Kind of coffee-esque nose, but mostly chocolate. Not bad. Cheers.
cheers, Bobby.
Cheers, my friend. Cheers.
Cheers.
Beers.
Got a smooth, medium mouthfeel to it. Very soft, velvety palate. Carbonation it's in the medium realm, lower end of medium. Flavors in it. It's got some pretty like big dark chocolate notes. There's some coffee flavors coming through as well. So it's a bit of like a dark chocolate mochiata, something like that.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Bitterness it's just well balanced. The dark chocolate notes kind of have their own little bit of bitterness to it. Falls on with the bittering from the the Brimling hops I think they use. Cross, whatever it is. And it's kind of almost got a little bit of a floral type flavor to it. It's kind of nice, very light on that note, but bitterness is not harsh at all. It melds in well with the flavors of the beer. It's not a super sweet beer at all. It's kind of just on its own level plane, but start off with those coffee notes.
Yep.
And then you kind of get a little bit of that kind of floral hoppiness at the end, which blends in with kind of a finishing chocolate.
Yeah, man.
Might be a light grain note in there as well. That kind of lingers. Start picking up a little bit as I'm drinking it on. It kind of is blending in with that chocolate and coffee up front a little bit. Very, very light grainy flavor.
Sounds a lot like the Taddy Porter right there.
Little bit of a dark fruit. Can't say that it's raisin, but there is a little bit of a dark fruit kind of mixed in mid palate with it. Didn't really notice it up front at first, but as I'm drinking on it, I am starting to pick up on some other notes. And there's definitely some type of a darker fruit note coming through.
Let's say Bumpy. Does it smell like a dark raisin when you smell it?
No, it smells mostly of dark chocolate and a little bit of coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'll be thinking of a score for this one. It's definitely easy to put down. So, cheers. Let's go back to Alex.
Back around again.
Well, I've been drinking on this. This is very delicious. I think that well water. Now, I keep hearing, obviously, it's sunk. I'm very confused. I didn't never think a well could sink. Would you like me on that one?
So I think the terminology of sunk means they put it into place deep in the ground where they are. They sunk it into the ground.
Oh,
that's what I'm guessing on that. Yeah, it's a
okay. So
they got a little picture of that well right there, my man.
Oh, I didn't know what the hell was I looking at. I was looking at that. I don't know what the.
That's
Oh,
not
I
the
wasn't.
well. Screw me. That's not the well. That's what they're boiling all the dried hops in. But right below that.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Let's get back to this. I'm gonna have to say, because of that well, it makes it so delicious.
I think the water's.
96 it is.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah.
96.
But again, I can't give it 100 every time. Can't give everything 100, but because you got to have some room at some level. So it gets a 96, very delicious beer. It has a dryness, like I said. It's fruit raisin all the way through. It gives you that pleasure. I tell you. Cheers to that.
Is that a good beer for people that don't want to drink an imperial stout, but they still want the darker beer?
I would have to say yes. Lighter. If you do not want to get into the 10%, the 12%, the 13%, the 17%,
8%.
higher. Let's go to the 5 or 6 or 7% or any beer that's a good beginner. I think my first beginner beer was Guinness, but I think I mostly I just think I dived right in to the stouts, to the stronger stouts. But I do believe I started in the light beers first, and then I really just dived in right after that. But in the beginning, yeah, you should try these kind of beers.
Yeah.
And if you like stouts, then you work your way up. And that's that. And then I guess shout outs, Legendary BuMpY.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do Food Friday. We're doing what's it called? Quesadillas. BuMpY gave us ideas. So any quesadillas you want, beer. I'm not sure about
Beer
stuff.
quesadillas, sweet.
Yeah, we're gonna do quesadillas. I'm not sure about Stout Sunday. Any news on that? I want to do it, but I'm not sure.
You'd have to talk to Anelli.
John said it was wide open. Make a move
It's
out.
wide open. So you know what?
Wow.
Guess what? I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm doing Stout Sunday at 10:30 in the morning.
Woo!
Stay tuned for that.
Got off the pot.
So stay tuned for that. So get your stouts on, unless Johnny Boy happens to come home early. I think it's gonna change really quick.
Or your porter.
Or porter.
So yeah. So get your stouts on, get your porters on, and 10:30 on my channel, Eastern Standard Time. Sax Beer Master signing out. But I'm gonna drink the rest of this.
Cheers. Well, don't sign out. Stay on.
No, it's just a saying, my friend.
See you on the next one.
Yeah.
Cheers. We'll see you soon.
Come on.
All right. So I just finished my second bottle, and I picked up I picked up some different flavors and some different notes in this beer. Contrast from the other bottle that I got. This one, I did get the raisin, and with this one, I got that minerally metallic water note. So it's really split down the middle for me. The first one, oh jeez, damn man. I think I might stick around the Ontario area with this. It is a good beer. Fuller's, I've had a few of their products. They make some top-notch stuff. And I think it's an entry-level beer. Maybe. I mean, it is quite complex in and of itself. And you know, we got porters over here that are they can be really mild and bland, some of them, but I think this is on another level. You could drink this at an entry level over here, but I don't know. Kind of seems like a backhanded compliment to the UK. So yeah, I'll stick with 95. It's really good. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. Tatty Porter, that was at the store. That is ranked 1 point higher on Beer Advocate than this. Maybe I'll go buy a single of that and do a side-by-side. get some notes about that. So yeah, other than that, stop by Chugs hold on. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Bring any beer, bring a cheese, compare the two over at Beer Man's channel. That'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday is Chugs. Come play What's the ABV with us. Should be, well, not should be. It always is a fun game. Yeah. I think other than that, everybody else can take care of everything. Thirsty Thursday. Go by CBP, sub there. Go by, come hang out with us on CBP, and go sub to Keep Sipping at Trish at Keep Sipping. She's really close to 1,000 subs, so I think she's probably got like 60 to go before she can maybe get monetized. So cheers, guys. That's all I got. It's great beer selection.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean the English porter.
I thought you meant the selection on the panel tonight.
No pun intended there. It's a great style. I like it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Miscellaneous.
Cheers,
I'm
guys.
trying to think. Josh is next.
Yeah. All right. The Taddy Porter, which most of the people have, but it's gone now. As I was drinking on more of it, I kind of got more of the sweetness out of it. I'm not sure, maybe because it warmed up a little bit, but first time having it, it's a great beer. I'd probably pick it up again. It's really good. You know, you get all those great flavor on it. It's got that creaminess too. Like everyone was saying, it's kind of in between a thin / medium body on this one, but it's got that creaminess to it, which I like. You get those malts, you get that sweetness. Score wise, I'm going to give it a 96. I really like it. I'd pick it up again. Just a great all around beer. It's light, but it's not watery like I was saying earlier. It's still full, creaminess to it. Great flavor. Nice sweetness to it. Get those malts. That toastiness to it, that brown bread crust, get that dark chocolate. But yeah, it's a good beer. Like I said, first time having it, I definitely pick it up again. So yeah, plugs, same old thing. Philly Crooker 87 on Instagram. I think I'm about 9 away from 1,000 followers on there, so that's not a crazy milestone, but I guess that's decent. But shout outs for anything else. I think most people kind of covered most of the stuff that I'm on. But yeah, 96 for the Taddy Porter from Samuel Smith. Great beer. If you see it around, pick it up. Give it a shot. If you never had it, it's definitely worth it. Worth it go around. So yeah. Thanks,
Hey,
BuMpy, for having me. What's up?
Hey, Josh, I'm curious. What I've said earlier. Do you think it's a good beer for a beginner, for stouts and porters? And
Oh
stuff?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not overpowering or anything like that. It's a very approachable beer for sure.
And very tasty beer.
Not not super malty, not super hoppy, that kind of thing. I think it's very well balanced all together, all around. So somebody that's coming into that kind of the craft beer scene, they want to try different things, definitely pick up Samuel Smith. Any Samuel Smith products, anything I've had by them is fantastic. So yeah, definitely pick it up. So,
And also try the oatmeal one as well.
Yeah, you gotta try that. Yeah.
Yep. So
It's a must.
kind of branch out of even if you're more into like IPAs and all that kind of stuff, kind of branch out and try different things. You might drink something like this and you might like it. So, but yeah.
Yep.
Cheers.
Plenty of English dwellers from the pubs liked it. So.
Yep.
All right. Cheers, Josh. Thank you.
Cheers.
Uh-oh.
Well, as you can see, I've been sipping on it. I still have quite a bit left. So it's going slow, but it's really good. Enjoying it. I'm going to concur with the group and give it a 96 also.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
I gave the oatmeal stout last week a 97. So I guess in comparison, I mean, 1 point does not make that much difference. So they're both A's, bordering on world class, and quite good and easy drinking. And if you'll notice, in most of the Samuel Smiths, they're only 5% alcohol. I think they have an imperial stout that's a little bit bigger, but for the most part, it's all, compared to other imperial stouts, it's low. But this is very good. I would recommend it. And Alex, answer to the same question. I think this is a very good beer for a beginner, but it's a little bit on the complex side. But because it drinks so smooth and so nicely, I think it would still go across all right for a beginner. All the shout outs have happened, but I would like to show somebody something which I almost hope you guys have not seen. But take a look at this.
Never seen it.
Has anybody seen this?
I've seen that before. Yeah, I saw it at Total Wine.
This is brewed by Duclaws.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
With regular
What is
beer.
it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
4.9%.
pretty sure in my passing.
Now, needless to tell you, I did not drink it. I found the can. My tenant drank it. It was in our recycling. I figured I had to show it to everybody because I think it's pretty funny. But anyway, I assume since Duclaws brewed it that it still has to be okay for a session regular beer. And maybe I would try it. I don't know. I won't say no.
I've seen another one like that. It was called emergency beer or something like that. And it was in a label, like a can, just similar to that.
Something like this, I guess, from a marketing standpoint, from a craft beer company, it gives them another method of making money. And I guess for people who are into macros, this gives them another opportunity to try a macro type beer that's brewed by a craft beer company. It says a beer that tastes like beer. Whatever. I don't know what they mean by that, but I guess I would have to taste it to see what they mean. But it's always interesting.
I'll keep my eyes peeled for that one. The regular.
And looking forward to the other beer shows. It's been fun. Thank you, BuMpY.
Thanks, Michael.
And you'll see Michael on Stout Sunday.
No. Oat soda. All right. Oat soda. That sounds delicious.
Still there. But now Eric is there.
Taddy Porter. Really good beer. I think 94. Yeah, write that down, Michael. 94. 94. And I do think straight up, yeah, this is a beer that you got to try if you're a beginner. If you see it lying around in a shelf, the beer's still lying around. If you see it on a beer shelf, yeah, don't be afraid of that. Nice little slim looking bottle there. It's a full 12 ounces, Ronald Terrio. They don't rip you off at Samuel Smith. And what else can I say about that beer? So I give it a 94, and I do really like it's got a nice complete package where it does not do one thing better than the other. Nothing is overshining anything else in that beer. So easily drinkable, so easy going down. If you're a fan of Guinness, that's another kind of beer you should try. So yeah, 94, not bad stuff at all. So we are doing Thomas Middle, sorry, but Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. We're back on that channel not that channel. We're back on my channel for Massachusetts Beer Reviews.
Wild Card Wednesday.
Yeah, my man. And then we all do that until maybe 8:15, 8:30, and then we get ready for beer chugs. 9 Eastern Standard Time. And Oxblood Forge, we are done mixing. It's in the mastering phase. We should hear it next week. We should be able to hear what it sounds like in the final product. Finally. Yeah. Stay tuned for the release date soon, I hope. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Very nice. All right, the Working Man's Porter. It's drinking really, really, really nice. It's got a nice low kind of coffee note for me. I like that because I'm not like a huge like coffee fan unless it's super sweet. And like I said, it mixes in really well with the dark chocolate notes that come through and that little bit of that dark fruit too. It's just a nice, easy, mellowed drink. 5.2% ABV. Can have a few of these and be okay. got a great mouthfeel to it, so it feels filling. Even though it is 5.2%, it's almost like drinking Guinness, where it's like just so filling with the way that the body feels and everything. So for the Henniker Brewing Company's Working Man's Porter, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a so yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
I was like, what in the world is going on?
So I'm going to give this a
I had a
95
stroke.
out of 100. 95
What'd you give
out
it?
of 100.
Say that again.
95 out of
Okay,
100.
95. I got it.
Shout outs. Well, Sunday, we'll just do the shout outs of the video stuff and then do other shout outs later. But Sunday is after dark beer, so bring a dark beer. Porters do anything that's dark because of the grains that are used, the malts. Bring it along. You're allowed on panel. Not just hang out in the chat. Try to have a good time. Anyways, that's on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my channel. Saturday, Monday, it's Malty Monday, 8 p.m. as well. After the show ends, we're going to go create another poll. I believe we can still make 4 beers for that poll for everybody to vote on.
And a little birdie told me you got a beer mail too.
Oh yeah, I got a beer mail from Beer Man, so that will be happening at some point. What was I going to say? The polls. They will be placed in various places, hangouts. Hopefully Beer Man can make it to help create the poll. Then it would be posted on his community tab, community page, whatever it's called. Also, it will be in the description of this video here, so you can just go back, find it in the description, and vote. Voting will end on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's this Wednesday. So get your votes in before then. Have them count, and then whatever beer wins that poll is the next Malty Monday beer. I'll make a short video, hopefully. Sometimes I forget. Try to make a short video of what the beer is, just in case you guys didn't hear it whenever it's like announced on a certain channel somewhere. Then yes, I did get a beer mail from Beer Man today, so there will be an unboxing video coming up eventually on that. Anelli, he's going to be visiting the Northeast here this upcoming weekend. So got to take time off from work on Saturday, so I can actually get to meet up with Anelli, and so hope that it's going to be a fun time. And I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. Trying to figure out like times and stuff
Sure,
like
it's
that.
going to involve alcohol.
Oh yeah, I know. We're going to go to probably different breweries and stuff.
Unfortunately, though,
Trish and Brandon will be there.
Sorry.
Yeah, be a fun, interesting time. But I want to thank the panel. Let me just get us all back here. Thank you guys for all showing up tonight and bringing a variation of brews, so we didn't bore the awesome chat that we had. So I want to thank the chat as well for being here. You guys are great. Thank you for keeping up the conversation and watching along. So everybody have a great night. Let's go make a poll. Alex, you want to take us out of here?
This is Alex Beermaster, and we'll see you all on the next live stream, next video. It's Alex Beermaster.